Ladies and gentlemen, I think it is time. It is time for me to bring on my guest star for the evening. Extra, extra, hey, look at the headlines. Historical news is being made. Extra, extra, we're drawing a red line around the biggest scoop of the decade. A barrel of charm, a fabulous thrill, the biggest little headline since vaudeville. Presenting in person that 6'5" bundle of dynamite, Scott Barbarino!
I'm here, Joe. I'm over here, Joe.
Oh, where are you?
Joe, what a great little set there, and we set the tone for Christmas.
Ah, we were.
So I want to do a Christmas song right off the bat for everybody.
You
right?
do? Okay.
Yes, I do.
Hold on, let me...
You ready for that?
Yes, I am ready.
Hi, everybody, and it's a pleasure to be here with Joe and this crew. Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and as you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know, and everyone you meet. Hi-ho, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody who waits there is who wants for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Take it away, Joe.
Where's my
Little angel, yeah. Oh, I knew you had something back there.
He'll be snowing, you'll know, and without a cup of
No
cheer.
cowbells. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and as you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know, and everyone you meet. Hi-ho, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits there, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells.
The jingle bells.
I'm really happy because I'm in such a festive environment over here. There are all kinds of nice things around me here that say Christmas. But we're going to go back in a little time warp, back to the old days. Joe, you remember this one?
I do.
This is a good one. There you go. I knew you were going to be there for me. Turn it up a little, would you, Joe? See the pyramids along the Nile. Watch a sunrise on a tropic isle. But remember, darling, all the while, you belong to me. See that marketplace in old Algiers? Send me photographs and souvenirs. But remember, when a dream appears, you belong to me. Well, now I'll be so alone without you. And maybe you'll be lonesome too, and blue. Fly the ocean in a silver plane. See the jungle when it's wet with rain. But remember, till you're home again, you belong to me. Well, now I'll be so alone. I'll roll the ocean to get you without you, and you, and you, and you, and maybe you'll be lonesome too, and blue fly the ocean in a silver plane. See the jungle when it's wet with rain. But remember, till you're home again, yous belong.
Yous?
That's the way we say it in Brooklyn, Joe. Yous.
Yous?
Yous. Yous belong to me. Yes. You belong to me. Yes. You belong to me. To I thought I'd lost that low note.
Nope.
Hey, Joe.
It's there.
I'm having a great time, by the way. Do you see how we got a lot of people out there, right?
We do.
Hi, folks.
It's hard for me to see from my angle.
I am so thrilled to be here and be a part of this. We enjoy performing. Joe and I have known each other for 30 years. We've done shows together, and he's going to tell you a little story in a little while. But before, we want to talk about our city.
Oh, that's
Joe,
right. Yes.
Hold on one second, Joe. Let me get a little water.
A little bit of water.
It's in one of these nice
Oh yes, show us the glass.
piano bar, virtual piano bar,
Virtual piano bar.
cocktail glasses. And I say, if you don't have a gift planned out for somebody yet,
You can
and
always
they need
order one of
cocktails,
these.
Yeah, get these, because cocktail glasses, I know we never run out of them at my house.
Yes.
I tell you, you know what, Joe?
Yes.
Keep noodling there.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do the song right now, but I have a few things to say real quick. There's a lot of people, they're wondering whether New York is going to come back. And that is ridiculous. Of course New York is going to come back. And it's going to come back bigger and better than ever. And those people that have left, maybe some of them have moved to Mar-a-Lago. They can go wherever they need to go and leave it here. We're going to be here in New York. We're going to build it back because we were born and raised here.
Yes.
And as the governor of the state says, we are New York tough. I tell ya, every street's a boulevard in old New York. Every street's a highway of your dreams. Why, it's a thrill to shop on 34th Street.
Or down in Union Square.
You're like the people you meet on Mulberry Street. Have you ever been there? Every street's a boulevard in old New York. So keep smiling and you'll never wear a frown, Joe.
Yes.
So just remember there's an east side,
An east side.
a west side,
A west side. And
uptown and down. And that's why we're damn glad to be part of this town.
I think it's
Take
time
it
for
away there, Joe.
a little dance.
Give me a break. You want me to dance? They can't see my feet though, Joe.
And he's on carpet, so you can't see it either.
And I was doing it so good before. It's a thrill to shop on 34th Street or up in Union Square. Depends where you live, Joe.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes you gotta go up to Union Square.
Have you ever been there? Every street's a boulevard
in old New York. So keep smiling and you'll never wear a frown. Joe, don't forget, there's an east side,
An east side.
a west side,
A west side.
and uptown and down. And that's why we're so happy to be in this town. I changed the ending on you, didn't I?
You changed the
I
lyrics
like to do
on.
that with you every now and then. I don't have my glasses on either, Joe. I can't see a thing when I don't have these specs on. Look at that. There they are out there. There they are out there. Wait, Joe. Don't you want to...
Oh, that's right.
We want to talk about some of our careers
Some
together.
of our, yes.
You know, we've had a very, it was sordid career. And one of the greatest moments we had, Joe, remember we did that show?
The Barry Z.
The Barry Z show. Anybody that's not from New York, oh God, you got to catch that on YouTube. Anyway, Joe.
Is our episode on YouTube?
I don't know if it is, and if it is, I'm going to request they delete it.
Well,
But tell them a little bit about our performance, how we are, how we do things.
I have played for Scott in piano bars, and everyone has played for Scott in piano bars through the years.
I've been in a lot of bars.
Yes, he's been in a lot of bars, and he's sung with tons of people, and he's got his backup group called Scott Barbarino and the Bevnaps, and Scott Barbarino and the Cosmopolitans. So there's a boy backup group and there's a girl backup group, because he's by
I'm
singer.
not bi, Joe.
He likes singers to be like, AC/DC.
I've had a lot of singers along the way, folks.
But anyway, one of the times there was this local access television show called The Barry Z Show, and it was like Joe Franklin. He had everyone on the world. See, Aaron Lee Battle remembers Barry Z. Bob Egan remembers Barry Z.
Well, he was he was very helpful. He actually did get the word out about a lot of what we were doing in those days in the piano bars and the clubs. So sometimes you put up with stuff.
Bob Egan he's from the Philadelphia market. I was from Philadelphia, so I grew up with Philadelphia
Bob Egan,
stations.
one of the nicest people in the world, by the way.
Oh, you know him
that?
too, Scott?
Oh yeah.
Well, Bob Egan would know. Talking about Barry Z, local access television, Sally Starr. Remember Sally Starr? Oh my Lord! I've got a story about Sally Starr.
We opened up a Pandora's box.
Yes. Well, anyway, so we're all. Scott gets invited to do the Barry Z show, so I'm going to be his accompanist. And as we're waiting backstage, the people that went right before us were Marilyn Sokol, who had just been in Trixie True Teen Detective.
Brilliant performance.
And also Five-ish Finkel. Remember Five-ish Finkel? And
Also
Leslie, that's right. Leslie Anderson was in that show too.
Were you there, Leslie? Is she
forgot
out
about
there?
that. She's out there. So anyway, just before we're going on, Marilyn Sokol comes on, and she comes out and she's got a Coke can, and she's like, she's like, I'm just gonna take a sip of this, and there's some hair on my Coke can. I'm sorry. She puts it down, for heaven's sake. And then a few minutes later, she does her shtick, and then Five-ish Finkel comes out, and Five-ish Finkel comes out with either a bottle of water or a glass of water or something, and he takes a swig of the bottle of water and he says, "Oh, I assure you, ladies and gentlemen, this is only water, I assure you." Yeah. So, P.S., 5 minutes later, it's time for us to go out, and I go like, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Scott Barbarino."
I made my big entrance,
and Scott comes out and he goes, he takes out a glass. In his suit jacket pocket.
I had a glass.
He had a glass in his jacket pocket, and I don't know where this came from. The glass came out, went down on the piano.
I used to carry one.
He pulls out a bottle of water and pours it into the glass, and he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, I assure you, this is not water."
It wasn't. That's old school. That is definitely old school. We're going to do this tune. This is another classic. I think I might have done this with Leslie in the day. I'm going to throw the glasses away because I want to look nice. Everybody loves somebody sometime. Everybody falls in love somehow. Something in your kiss just told me my sometime is now. Everybody finds somebody someplace. There's no telling where love may appear. Something in your smile just told me my someplace is here. If I had it in my power, I would arrange for every girl to have your smile. Then every minute, every hour, every boy would find what I found in your arms. Oh, Everybody loves somebody sometime. And although my dream is overdue, your love made it well worth waiting for someone like you. If I had it in my power, I would arrange for every girl to have your charm. And every minute, every hour, every boy would find what I found in your arms, Joe. Everybody loves somebody sometime. And although my drink was overdue,
Oh, your drink!
your love made it well worth waiting. Joe, can I propose to you on the air?
Sure.
Joe Regan, I love you. For someone, for oh so many years, like you, and you, and you, and you.
Thank you, Scott. I love that song. All right, this is
Joe,
another one of my favorites.
That was one of the Serviette songs, by the way, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is one, yeah, this is a good one. All right, we ready for this one? How are we? How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. As a fellow once said, ain't it a kick in the head? The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. As the sailor said, quote, ain't it a hole in the boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. I've sunshine enough to spread. It's just like the fella said. Tell me quick, ain't it a kick in the head?
Oh,
boy,
Scott, it's a
Joe.
kick.
I got kicked so hard over the years, Joe. My right ear was where my left one would go. While my left ear was where my
Like Scott once said,
ain't it a kick in the head? Joe, did you get kicked once or twice?
I do.
And you like it, right? You get used to it. As the sailor said, quote, ain't it a hole in the boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. Sunshine enough to spread. It's just like the fella said. Tell me quick.
Ain't love a kick in the head.
Oh, tell me quick.
Ain't love a kick
In the head. Oh my gosh. She got me a big king size bed, all right. How could I fit anything less? Joe, I gotta tell you what a joy it is to be coming out of retirement and spending this time with you.
You're not in
I'm in
retirement.
semi-retirement.
When you sometimes you perform at Ellen Stardust
Occasionally I'll perform, but
And the
I haven't
Iridium.
done anything like this in so long. And I have to tell you, I totally understand why people miss it. I might have to do this more often.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to wind the clock back. I'm going to wind the clock back all the way to a time when I was on stage at the Duplex and did shows at Triad and went to London with this group. This is a Bev Knapp's classic from the day. And we'll do this for you right now.
I will do my best to be a Bev Knapp.
Heavenly shades of night are falling. It's twilight time. Out of the mist your voice is calling. It's twilight time. When purple-colored curtains mark the end of day, I'll hear you, my dear, at twilight time. Deepening shadows gather splendor As day is done, fingers of night will soon surrender the setting sun. I count the moments, darling, till you're here with me. Together at last at twilight time. Here in the afterglow of day, we'll keep our rendezvous beneath the blue. Here, here, in that same and sweet old way, I fall in love again. As I did then, yes, deep in the dark, your kiss would bring me out floating like days of old, lighting the spark of love that fills me so light a match with dreams untold. Each day I pray for evening, just to be with you.
Oh,
Together at last at twilight time. Keep rolling with me, baby. Here in the afterglow of day, we'll keep our rendezvous beneath the blue. Here,
he is a wop.
and then
He
sing
is a
and
wop.
sweet. Well,
He
that's
is a
not politically
wop.
correct. I fall in love again. As I did then, I can't get up. Deep in the dark, your kiss will thrill me like days of old, lighting the spark of love that fills me with dreams untold. Each day I pray for evening, just to be with you.
Use.
Yous, Joe, the yous, that's the plural of you in Brooklyn, yous. What'd you think? It was the little baby sheeps?
That's right.
That's different.
Use.
We didn't have no sheep in Brooklyn. Together at last at twilight
Scott Barbarino, without the Bev
I
naps.
know, I miss those boys.
I
It's so much
love.
fun having backup singers, you know?
I love this next song.
2 Mac Awards, by the way, Joe.
You got 2 Mac
2
Awards?
Mac Awards.
You know that I'm. This is
1999 and 2000.
2 years in a row,
Yeah.
just like Tom Hanks.
I guess.
He won.
I haven't been following his career. I've been too busy trying to keep mine going.
You know.
Oh my gosh! You know,
Speaking of Mac Awards, Leslie Anderson, you've won a number of Mac Awards, and I am the Susan Lucci of the Mac Awards. You know, I've been nominated for Piano Bar Instrumentalist 17 times,
Joe, I'm going to vote for you this year.
and I've never won.
By the way, Joe, I want to do like a moment here too. I want to just say I have my own show that I do on Tuesdays called Piano Bar Live, and I've been watching John Richardson. And I've been watching what's been going on with Virtual Piano Bar. And I want to tell you guys how wonderful, what an amazing thing you're doing. And it's such a thrill for me to be able to come on your stream to be a part of, be here with Joe, be a part of the stuff that you're doing. And I hope that with that little thing under there, you see there it says virtual tip jar, right? Venmo and PayPal. Folks, remember in the day, if you were around, you know this. When we used to go to the piano bars, when we would leave in the piano bars, we would never think of walking out without putting something in that bowl. And we can't do that now because we're not in the piano bars and we don't have a real bowl, but we're lucky enough to have a virtual one. So please take care of this man. He's working really hard. And tomorrow night we're going to do an 88s reunion sort of thing. We're doing a night at 88s, Joe. So that's classic piano bar, huh? Here we go. I'm going to do a little tune. I want to try and get serious for a moment. Brooke Benton did this. Someday, some way, you'll realize that you've been blind. Yes, darling, you're going to need me again. It's just a matter of time. Go on. Until you reach the end of the line. I know you'll pass my way again. again. It's just a matter of time. After I gave you everything I had, you laughed and called me a clown. Remember, in your search for fortune and fame, what goes up must come down. Well, I know that one day you'll wake up and find that my love was a true love. It's just a matter of time. Leslie, after I gave you everything I had, you laughed and called me a clown.
I didn't call you a clown. I didn't.
Remember, in your search for fortune and fame, what goes up must come down. I know that one day you'll wake up and find, snap out of it, that my love was a true love. It's just a matter of time. I think we're almost out of time, are we, Joe?
We got time.
We got a little bit of time.
We got time.
Jeez, Joe.
I left time for stories.
I need to warm myself up better before I come out for one of these escapades.
Now
I know what Jimmy Durante felt like when he was singing when he was 82.
Inkum, a dink a dink a dink a dink a dink a
I see Aaron Lee Ballard out there too.
For crooning. Do you know this one?
I don't know it as well as you.
Inkum,
Every
a
now
dink
and
a
then I
dink
see a name come up that I know. Hi, folks.
There's something special.
Are we stalling now for time, Joe, or would you like to do our big closing number?
Okay, we can do our big closing number. But
I don't want to run over time because I know that listen, this channel is jam-packed with entertainment. There's another show going on later, right?
There is.
Who is it?
What's, Heather, who's after us?
Let us know because we want everybody, hey, as long as you're out.
Oh. I thought Monday nights there were like a couple of shows.
As long as you're out and you're drinking, and I hope that you've all mixed yourself one by now because we certainly all sound better with a little of the juice. This is Poland Spring, by the way.
Yeah.
Deep from way down under.
You know, there's often a joke that we tell. We used to say like, and at the end of the evening when we'd be doing like the last call for alcohol in New York City, you can say jokes like this because in New York City, most people are not driving at 4 o'clock in the morning in a piano bar.
No, we never drove in those days. We used to they were all nearby. We could walk to at least 7 or 8 places and get stoked for the evening, or a cab.
But sometimes what we would say as people were leaving, like, and ladies and gentlemen, remember, for God's sake, if you're going to drink and drive, have a car.
Yes, exactly.
Well,
and those nights would end at what time, Joe?
Well, the piano bar would end at 4, but then we would then go out
right,
afterward.
But people stayed out later. Maybe when all of this is said and done, we will be able to
do
get
it after
back
hours?
to staying out later. Yeah, we're going to be cooped up for so long that when we can go back out again, I personally think it's going to be the Roaring 20s all over again. It's going to be dancing and singing.
Good morning, good morning. This piano bar is closed. Good morning to you. That's what ends up happening.
I'm hoping so.
Anyway.
So, all right. So, folks, I want to again thank you. I don't do this often, and I really appreciate that I was able to do it with Joe Regan, who's the perfect net for me under my act. Probably over me, too. Another net. And I wish you all happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever holiday you're celebrating. And we have a big snowstorm blowing this way. So we don't know because, things happen with the weather. The snowstorm could come, and like 2 days later, it could melt everything. So we still, what is it, 2 weeks to Christmas, Joe? what is it, 10 days? How far
Is
away?
that all?
How far away is Christmas right now?
Well, it's 10 days.
I don't mean to
11
ask
days.
you hard questions, but
It's 11 days.
All right,
It's the
but
14th now.
hopefully we have this. It's a little done originally in the doo-wop style by the Drifters and another Bev Naps tune. It's this way. Dip, 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 dip. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow, the snow. Oh, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days, may your days, may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Take it away, Joe.
Oh, I'm dreaming of a white
This time I want to say hello to Ruth Ann Bender.
Just like the ones I used to. Heather and Stu did
She
this the
used
other
to
night.
do that one, huh? Where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Oh, oh, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. I bet you didn't know I could write. May your days, may your days, may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases. Joe, you wanted to be more than one. Be white. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. I knew you were going to grab those. I knew you were going to grab those.
Yeah, I have all kinds of bells.
What
I've
a
got
pleasure,
these.
guys.
I've got these bells. Okay, Scott.
You
Now
love those. You love all the stuff, don't you?
I do.
And
And
by the way, one last thing, Joe. I got to tell you, Jay Bradley.
oh,
What an amazing fellow he was. I'm so glad that you guys are doing his song. And he has a whole bunch. He loved Christmas. He had a whole album of Christmas tunes, doesn't he?
oh, he did. Yeah.
Oh, amazing. So what do we do next now, Joe?
Well, I was going to say you can make a request from me because I have.
Somebody please request that Joe do something.
Well, I have. I would like to do a song about New Year's.
Well, I brought a ring
You did.
just in case here. Anybody out there that knows Joe and I for the last
35.
35 years knows that I have, no exaggeration, I have proposed to him at least 10 times over the 35 years.
Except he was married a couple of times.
Well,
when he
that doesn't
proposed.
matter. That doesn't matter. I proposed to you. And Joe said that it was good on my 50th birthday.
And I said on our 40th birthday,
40th,
when
too?
we were 25, I said we'll get married when we're 40.
And then
I
that
said we'll
didn't
get married
happen.
when we're 50.
Yeah. And now I'm 62, Joe.
Oh, when we're 70. We will
Okay.
get married when we're
I
70.
got something to look forward to. Anyway, thank you, everybody. It's been a pleasure to be here. I'm going to let Mr. Regan pick up where we're leaving off. And have a great holiday, everybody. And thanks again. And take care of these platforms that these shows are streaming on. It's real important.